Fans continue to file in here on this Friday evening to see the matchup of the two best teams in the NBA since December 18th, the Cavaliers and the Raptors. Time to see the starters.
From Slovenia, a 7-foot center, number 12, out of USC, a 6'7" guard, number 10, DeMar DeRozan. And from Georgia Tech, a 6'3" guard, number 1, Jarrett Jack.
Third meeting between the Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors in time for the starting lineups. LeBron James, Anderson Varejao, and Antoine Jamison across the front line for the Cavaliers. Hedo Turkoglu, Rasha Nesterovic getting his fourth consecutive start, and Andrea Bargnani for your Toronto Raptors. Raptors with an overall mark of 31-25. The Cavaliers an NBA best 45-14. Mo Williams is back, and Anthony Parker, the former Toronto Raptor. For the Raptors, it's Jarrett Jack and the rookie DeMar DeRozan in the backcourt. On a Wednesday night, Jarrett Jack, 18 points, 8 assists on 7 of 13 shooting over the last 3 games, averaging nearly 20 points a night. Raptors, however, are coming off of a disappointing loss at home against Portland, a stretch Jack that began on Wednesday against tough opponents, Portland, Cleveland. Tomorrow, they travel to Oklahoma City, take on the Thunder on Sunday, and then on Monday, it's the Houston Rockets.
When you look at this Cavalier team and Mike Brown, their head coach right there, big win last night, coming back in the second half against the Celtics. Their defense is the key to the success. They have a lot of talent, but when they make the decision they're going to guard people, they're able to get out in transition, and LeBron is like no one else.
An NBA Coach of the Year, Mike Brown in his 5th season. Jay Triano, overall 56-65. This is a team that hasn't lost back-to-back games since losing on back-to-back nights in January against Cleveland and then also in Milwaukee. Our time for the IBM winning strategies.
When you play the last 3 games, the Raptors have not taken care of the ball. To win tonight, you got to do a much better job protecting the rock. LeBron James, good luck dealing with him. Not an easy task. Just do the best job you can, making him a volume shooter and shoot a low percentage. And you got to play well with the team defense. You got to keep the score in the 90s to win this game.
LeBron James last night, 36 points against Boston, defeating Boston 108-88. They outscored the Celtics 60-32. Jarrett Jack averaging 19.6 points, shooting 61% from the field over the course of the last 3 games. And against Cleveland this season, Andrea Bargnani averaging 23.5 points, and they need another performance like that against the Cavaliers tonight. This series tied at 1 game apiece. Antoine Jamison, the former nemesis of the Cleveland Cavaliers as a member of the Washington Wizards, is now a Cavalier himself. All set for basketball here on this Friday night. And the Cavaliers, on the second night of a back-to-back, have the basketball. Mo Williams sends it to Anderson Varejao. To the curling James. James slicing through the lane now. Quick move, dump pass, gets it back. Rotation. Left wide open. Parker in the corner. How many times have you seen that, Jack?
This is a team that does an exceptional job moving the ball. They get Parker a clean look. And that's what they brought him there for, to make open jump shots stretch the D.
Andrea Bargnani on a handoff. Turkoglu had 24 points on a Wednesday night. Here's Jack driving, leaves it just shy. And Varejao sends it to Mo Williams. Williams looks on the inside. Antoine Jameson playing in his 5th game as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, his 3rd start. And they're trying to get him going. It's going to take some time.
No doubt, but he's a great pickup for them. What he does, again, he keeps the defense honest. He's got the ability to make shots from deep. He's a tremendous low-post player. He can score in a variety of ways. And on top of all that, he is a top-notch professional. Shows up, punches the clock every day. A true team player.
Turkoglu sends it to Jack. The 3, bang on!
Nice job by Turkoglu there. Playmaking, little draw and kick, getting a clean look.
James gives it to Mo Williams. One of the reasons why they wanted to go bring in Antoine Jameson is because of a scoring option that wasn't necessarily there in the postseason. That was Mo Williams, who was an all-star, and he faded a little bit. Another 3 from the corner, and this one from Antoine Jameson.
He's a 34% three-point shooter, so you give him time. And on this team with LeBron, he's going to see double teams. LeBron a lot. He's going to get those open shots.
2 of 2 on 2 threes, and Jameson.
Look at the eyes.
And 12th year in the league.
Look at the eyes. He's locked into play. No nonsense with him.
Well, you go from Washington, where it was a flat-out circus, to Cleveland, where they have one thing on their mind: to bring that city a championship. Turkoglu! It's a 2! Tell you what, Turkoglu's putting in the time. You always talk about this. You put in the time, you're going to get results, and he is.
And Antoine Wright is a perfect example of that. He's paid the price with assistant coach Eric Hughes. Turkoglu putting that extra time in, and now it's starting to show in his game as well.
Here's Jameson, jump shot good. Jameson 2 of 2, 5 points. He did not have a full practice with the Cavaliers until after the 2nd game. This quarter brought to you by Ford. Drive 1. Parker to the slicing Varejao.
They have picked up right where they left off in the 2nd half in Boston last night. They were sensational, and they have come out on fire.
Jack sends it to Andrea. Bargnani drills it. Both teams right now feeling it. Quickly ahead.
Combined 4 for 4 from 3.
And a foul's going to be charged at DeMar DeRozan, and LeBron James slow to leave that short corner. You see him right there. They lost Shaquille O'Neal last night. LeBron now going down. So the great LeBron James right now still on the floor along the baseline, and here's another look.
Right
knee to knee.
Folks all across the state of Ohio right now holding their breath.
Timeout called. Mike Brown.
That's his meal ticket right there. Sensational player. Max Benton, their trainer, attending to him right now.
With 8:54 to go. So a timeout taken by the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the first quarter. Ford key matchup. Ford drive 1.
These two guys, Antoine Jameson, again, an outstanding pickup for Danny Ferry at the trade deadline, and Andrea Bargnani, who's played exceptionally well against Cleveland, averaging 23 points, close to 6 boards a game when he plays the Cavs. And interesting matchup on our Ford key matchup. But the big story right here at the Air Canada Center, LeBron James
remains in the game.
Playing through it.
Mo Williams looks for Jamison. Bargnani flashes out. Under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here it is at 6-5. Williams on the move. Hands it off Jamison. And Jamison with 7 points last night had 9 and 4 turnovers.
Mo Williams struggled a little bit when he came back from the injury, but now he's starting to find himself brilliant last night in Boston, and they need more of that.
At 19, Bargnani with 5 points. Williams sends it to Jamison, the 3. Shot doesn't go. Jamison struggled in the first game as a Cavalier, 0-12 from the field, but didn't have time to practice. Bargnani, another 3.
I mentioned it before. There are certain teams you like the matchup of who's guarding you. 8 points already, and again, he's averaged 23 in the first 2. So you circle the calendar against teams you know you're going to play well against.
Williams step back move. Turkoglu looks around. Parker chasing him. Turkoglu, Nesterovic in the corner. Jared Jack. No, Turkoglu with the rebound. Bargnani asking for it. DeRozan turns it over in the lane. And here's Mo Williams the other way to James, and a good foul.
It's the first turnover of the night for Toronto. We mentioned earlier, 47 turnovers in the last 3 games. When you turn it over like that, you're allowing run-out opportunities for your opponent. So, again, DeRozan got to be strong with the ball. Jay Triano, he's into the pocket puff like yourself, the Matt Devlin pocket puff.
He always looks very stylish. James, the first one, ties it at 13 as Amir Johnson is in for Rasha Nesterovic. Putting together an MVP season.
And shooting over 50%. That's the thing that really jumps out at me, because he is the topic of discussion. Every opponent is doing everything possible to make it difficult for him to get quality shots, yet he's making more than half of them.
Turkoglu backing down. Turkoglu sends it now. Andrea Bargnani. DeRozan on the move. Jump shot doesn't go. And now Jamison sends it ahead to LeBron. LeBron into the corner. Mo Williams to 3. And both teams coming out firing.
Line 6 threes made tonight between these two teams. In transition defense, teams a little slow getting back to cover on the perimeter.
Jack out on the wing. Turkoglu to the cutting. DeRozan fouled and unable to finish.
DeRozan, good pass that time by Turkoglu, and he has a nice chemistry with DeRozan. When Hedo faces up, he's constantly looking for DeRozan on the cut. DeRozan coming off a quiet night the other night against Portland, and again, it's that consistency as a rookie that you need. And Turkoglu right there, and starting to provide. Speaking of consistency, starting to provide that now for the Raptors.
DeRozan, as you mentioned, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 17 minutes of action. Over the last 2 games, he has a total of 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 34 minutes total. 6 minutes here, 0-2, 2 points. Williams back up top. Under 10 of the shot clock. Deep into the corner. Parker now. Guarded by DeRozan, tries to shake him. Side of pick and roll action with Varejao.
I don't like the tempo of this game for Toronto without Bosch. They've given up 19 points already. And, you know, you're only 6 minutes into the game. The tempo, because of depth, hurts them.
James with the hammer. Turkoglu. Turnover. James driving at a foul, and he's going to go to the line.
Cough it up, they're going to run it down your throat with opportunities. Again, taking care of the ball, be strong. Look at this right here, LeBron going to the rack. Great finish. Anthony Parker, so unselfish. LeBron, outstanding finisher as a trailer on the break, and gets to the line. And Toronto already with 3 turnovers here, and the Cavs rolling. It's a difficult thing when you have Bosh out of the lineup right there, giving up 22 points. Add 3 more than that, 25 in less than 7 minutes. Again, the pace just too quick, and 81% shooting from Cleveland. Too easy.
10-point game now as Turkoglu is on the move, but a whistle. And a foul is going to be charged on Hito, and that's the first. You talked about the pace, and all of a sudden it increased within a span of 30 seconds. It just was boom, boom, boom.
Again, Cleveland, we talk about Bosh not playing. Cleveland doesn't have Shaquille O'Neal. And that changes things a little bit, too. This Cleveland team a little bit more mobile defensively.
Antoine Jamison lays it up and through, and it's a 14-2 run over the last 2:15. It's now 27-15. The Raptors still 5 of 9, but the Cavaliers are 10 of 12 from the floor. Catch the Raptors live as they make their push for the playoffs. Purchase your 2-game push for the playoffs pack for your chance to see the Raps take on the Knicks on March 5th. And the Celtics on April 7th. Plus, you will receive a Raptors t-shirt with your purchase. Pack starting as low as $47 per seat per game. Visit Raptors.com/15 years to get your pack today. James, fans were frightened when he went down early, banging the knee with DeMar DeRozan. And right now, the top scorer in the NBA with Kevin Durant right behind him. And we'll see him on Sunday. LeBron James. Yes. I'm
looking forward to it, but he's a great player. This guy just impacts the game in so many ways. How about the Cavs, though? 10 assists on 10 field goals. They are moving it and getting great shots.
Great exchange between LeBron and Chris Bosh, former teammates for Team USA, the gold medalist. DeRozan in a crowd with an offensive rebound. James trying to track it down. And DeRozan is fouled, and it's going to be charged to Mo Williams.
Mentioning assists, Mo Williams and Anthony Parker have had 7 of the assists. So the guard play tonight as the road team, really good. I mean, they're coming in the building, and they've set the tone. They're getting other people involved.
Turkoglu. Reggie Evans backing down on Parker, goes right in and scores. Isolation game. Get him away from that pick and roll where he's got a running catch.
Well, and the matchup, too, is good. He had Parker guarding him, used his size and strength, and backed him in.
Under 10 of the shot clock. Jamison. Jamison came over, set the screen, and then James with the skip pass.
This is just smart basketball. You see they have a little on a big, throw it into the post, let them back it in, and go to work. Reggie Evans, this crowd responds to his energy and enthusiasm when he's on the floor. J.J. Hickson now checking in, as well as Delonte West replacing Anthony Parker.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas was bought out of his contract in Washington. Word is after 30 days he may return to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He'll have other options and possibly some options with Eastern Conference teams that'll just try to keep him away from Cleveland. Shot clock down, Jarrett Jack, powerful move.
Well, they've gone after Anthony Parker on the last 2 possessions. Reggie Evans and then Jack on the penetration. It cleared the floor a little bit for him and allowed him to go to work off the bounce.
Delonte West. Jamison posting up. He is so crafty.
That's a great description of his game. I mean, he just finds a way, and any spot on the floor, he can score for you. He's going to be a great teammate for LeBron to play with.
Bargnani from the short corner. Underneath, Reggie Evans. Posted up. On J.J. Hickson.
Outstanding big-to-big action. Reggie Evans does such a great job of carving out deep space inside, and Bargnani led him right into it. I mean, that's in the gut of the defense, and Hickson didn't stand him up on the cut. Great job by Evans.
2:56 remaining here in this first quarter. Reggie Evans gets a three-point play, playing in his sixth game, averaging 4.4 points, 2.2 rebounds in nearly 10 minutes of action. Had 2 points, 8 rebounds on a Wednesday night against Portland. Jamison up top with 11. Hickson sends it to Anthony Parker. Parker dumps it back to Delonte West, turns the corner, runs into a crowd of Raptors. Back cut, Jamison, shot clock violation. Excellent defense.
Great job. They locked in 5-on-5 half court. The ball pressure was good. The communication, fighting through screens, protected the baseline. Got to see more of that. And again, when you turn the ball over, the Raptors have already coughed it up 4 times tonight, Matt. And Cleveland's had 10 points on those turnovers. You can't defend as well when you cough it up. Get yourself into 5-on-5 scenarios where you can actually guard people.
47 turnovers over the last 3 games coming into tonight. Bargnani, big move. Can't finish. And a foul is going to be charged to the rookie DeMar DeRozan. 3 officials, Bill Spooner, Eric Lewis, and Leroy Richardson this evening. Cavaliers are tied with the Boston Celtics with the best road records in the NBA. Cavaliers get it done home and road. At home, 25-4. On the road, 20-10 as DeRozan's out and Sonny Weems checks in. .210 remaining here in this first quarter. James guarded by Weems. James out high, cutting, Hickson. Hypnotizes you when he has that ball.
Oh, totally. And he's got great vision. And if you play with him, cut hard to the tin, he will find you.
Hickson can account for that. They have developed quite a relationship on the floor, James and Hickson. Jared Jack right to the bucket. He has been fearless going to the hole. And especially with no Shaquille O'Neal, you've got to take advantage of that.
Totally agree. And that's an area, they don't have a lot of shot blocking in there right now. And on the other hand, too, the one problem without Shaq playing is he's so good you can put him in the screen and roll.
Reggie was late. As you go back, Sonny Weems was playing him to go end line, and Reggie was late coming over. But then you got James. That how do you stand in front of that? And a foul at the other end.
Ron James, you talked about this right before. He's going to bring the best out in you. There's the slow rotation that time by Reggie Evans. Weems forcing him to the baseline. And if you're the big inside, you got to recognize the fact that if he's being sent there, you got to be alert to the fact he's going to drive it in your area.
So Turkoglu out. Antoine Wright in. Antoine of the month of February averaging over 28 minutes. So his minutes have steadily increased.
You know, if you're a Raptor fan, you say, well, our team shot 60%, got 26 points in the first quarter. We're probably in good shape. You're stuck 7. Why? Cleveland shooting close to 87%. And a lot of it is the turnovers that have led to runouts.
10 points off of those 4 turnovers. Shot clock at 8. James guarded by Wright. In the corner, West, the three. Pops out. Hickson athletic, can't finish. Here's Wright, quickly ahead. Running the floor, Bargnani. Oh, threading the needle. What a catch and a finish.
Wow. That is
a game, Toronto.
That is a tough pass. As you said, thread the needle. And that is a difficult catch on the run. Bargnani.
33-28. Cavaliers by 5 at the other end. Bargnani disrupting the flow. It's going to be Toronto basketball.
This is a tough play here, Antoine Wright. He sees it right away.
What a catch.
What a play. You talk about a quick play, and Jawad Williams was that close to picking that pass off.
5-point game here. 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jack right to the hole. No resistance. 11-4 run by Toronto. James behind the back, turns it over. Right leaner, too strong. Jared Jack looks at Antoine Wright and says, come on. Goes out to meet Evans as well as Jared Jack and looks out up into the crowd and says, come on. Bosch comes out as well. James and the James gang are in town taking on the Toronto Raptors. LeBron and Antoine have combined for 21 of their team's 33. The Raptors led by Andrea Bargnani with 10. 3-point game after the first 12 minutes of action.
Hello and welcome back to the Air Canada Center. This joint is jumping tonight. And Matty D, lots and lots of offense. 63 points combined here in the first quarter. Look at the shooting percentages. 7 threes combined between these two teams. And Cleveland creating opportunities inside with their cutters. Entertaining game, to say the least.
Jared Jack with 9 points in the first quarter.
Well, they've done a nice job moving the ball. He's been really aggressive, looking to take his matchup off the bounce to the tin, the high screen. Jared is very capable in tight quarters of getting from point A to point B. The last 3 games, double figures, and he's averaging 9 assists as well and shooting a good percentage. So I think that's an important thing to look at as well. He's not a volume shooter. He's efficient, economical, smart, team-oriented, good quarterback, and now you got another terrific quarterback in the game in Jose Calderon.
Nesterovic gives it. Antoine Wright, shot no. Reggie Evans battling, last touch by Leon Poe. It'll be Toronto ball as Jose Calderon's on the floor with Nesterovic, Weems, Evans, and Wright.
Reggie Evans making that play, getting to the weak side as the offensive rebounder, batting it loose.
Jawad Williams lost in the screen, plays underneath it. Evans in the high post, plenty of time on the shot clock. Now gives it Jose Calderon. Hickson hedges. Driving end line, Antoine Wright forces up a tough shot. And Eric Lewis blows the whistle, and Leroy Richardson, they're going to get together. Some communication and a blocking foul, changing the call. Leon Poe with the foul as Mike Brown comes over to have a word with Eric Lewis. They had 2 separate calls. One had a charge, the other had a block. And it'll be a block going against Cleveland and Leon Poe. 11:28 to go, second quarter.
Believe you me, Mike Brown will continue to remind Eric Lewis about that call as the game goes on.
And Eric Lewis had it the other way. Reggie Evans going the right way. 13-4 run, last 3:53 in a 1-point game. J.J. Hickson stumbling and a travel. Fifth turnover for the Cavaliers. See if the Raptors can take advantage of that. They've scored just 5 points in the previous 4. Big night tonight on a Friday night in Toronto and throughout Canada. Sonny Weems, what a move with the left.
Oh, that was sweet on a baseline. Coming back across his body. Explosive first step.
First lead since it was 13-12. Underneath, nice cut, Leon Poe.
Mo Williams, again, slicing and dicing. His ability to get into the heart of the defense really opens up things for cutters.
Nesterovic along the end line. Now Jose Calderon turning the corner, rises up, jumper, no.
Jose coming off a tough shooting night the other night against Portland. This is a terrific play right here. Good ball movement and catches the defense shifting to the ball movement. And Sonny Weems, that explosive first step on a baseline. Creativity changing hands.
Hickson in the air, sends it west. Here's Williams straight up. Too strong, Nesterovic with a rebound. Sonny Weems. Reggie Evans up big on the move and a foul. A lot of fans as that foul goes against Cleveland. J.J. Hickson.
CB4 not playing tonight. The Raptors needed someone to have a big night. And this man right here has already got 9 points. The crowd acknowledging him. Here are these two guys. 16 rebounds combined. 6 of them offensive.
Jack, I was mentioning how big of a night it is. Canada, Slovakia.
Yeah,
later on.
9:30, yeah.
There's a lot of fans here that don't want to see the whistle. If there's a night in which you want the officials to swallow the whistle, tonight's the night, Jack. There's another one. Elaine, it's okay. It helps out the Raptors. But, right, if there's a game in which fans that are here, and it's a great crowd, by the way.
Sell out. Yep. Prediction, by the way, Canada 6, Slovakia 2. That's my prediction.
You know, you thought the other night as well that Canada was going to just pounce all over Russia.
And they did.
And you were bang on.
I'm a hockey prognosticator now.
You are. 9:45 to go. And with the fans cheering on the swallow the whistle philosophy. Bergeau, jump shot good. 37-35. Raptors shooting 59%, the Cavaliers 71%. Second quarter brought to you by Snickers. Get some nuts. Reggie Evans, quick pass, Jose Calderon. Now gives it Antoine Wright, out of the wing. Reggie Evans sends it back to Antoine Wright. Spin move along the end line. Doubled, finds Weems. Shot clock down, got to put up a shot. Does, and it goes for Sonny Weems.
You're going to hang around with this Cleveland team and double dribble. Got to make some tough shots.
6 turnover. Mo Williams trying to explain himself to Eric Lewis and can't. Game tied at 37. Sonny Weems 2 of 2 with 4 points. The bench the other night struggled for the Raptors offensively. For the 4 games prior to that, averaging close to 36, and Weems has got the mid-range going.
He's coming off the bench. How about Weems and Evans combined 16 of the 39 Raptor points coming from the bench? That is huge. Again, without Bosch in the lineup tonight, you go a little deeper into your bench. Who is going to get it done for you?
Mo Williams sends it now to West. Wide open three. Shot doesn't go. Bergeau hustling for the rebound. That's what he does to the slicing West. West lays it up and through.
First 2 games these 2 teams played, Cleveland with 19 offensive boards. They get after you. You have got to be physical on the glass.
And foul on West as Weems was in the act of shooting. No LeBron James on the floor, and the Raptors hanging it right now with the Cavaliers despite not having CB4. Weems on a turnaround with the shot clock down. Sonny coming up with 6 points in 6 minutes. Rogers Ultimate Access, Rogers high-speed internet, the fastest and most reliable, period. Do you think the Jamison trade and the best record in the East make the Cavaliers a favorite to get to the finals this year? That comes from Kenba of Toronto. Text access to 555 or email rogersaccess@torontoraptors.com. And we'll hear from Brian Colangelo, President General Manager, a little bit later on. Stars are out tonight. Jack Donovan Bailey is here in attendance. John Malkovich, one of the great actors, saw him years ago, talking to him about a play I saw him in, Burn This. He goes, that was about 20 years ago.
You're showing your age.
Yes, I am. I was young then, and speaking of young, Dion Phaneuf, I was probably about that age at that time. Dion Phaneuf and Alicia Cuthbert here in attendance. Second Raptor game for Dion Phaneuf. Enjoyed the last one. The Raptors won against the New Jersey Nets on a Wednesday night. And of course, the Maple Leafs practicing earlier today, getting set for the return of NHL action, which we'll have here on TSM.
Congratulations to Leaf coach Ron Wilson, Leaf president GM Brian Burke, and their U.S. team defeating Finland today. So they play in the gold medal game Sunday, and we're all hoping it will be Canada. What a game that would be on Sunday for the gold medal. We'll be in Oklahoma City to watch that one. What better place would you rather be than Oklahoma City to watch a hockey game on television?
I think they've had some minor league teams there at OKC through the years. Hockey, that is. Williams and a whistle, and Amir Johnson doesn't like the call at all. In a 1-point game, 40-39, and Amir Johnson playing in his 57th game, along with Jared Jack. They are the only two Raptors that have played in every single game. And at the beginning of the year, if you pointed at Amir Johnson and said that would be the case, I don't know if people would buy into that. Nice spin move and a foul, but he has been consistent off of the bench night in and night out for Jay Triano.
You know, Matt, you mentioned Amir Johnson. Another guy that doesn't get a lot of mention in that transaction, Sonny Weems.
Yes.
You know, the Carlos Delfino situation with Milwaukee. And Delfino, to his credit, has played well. I love the move John Hammond made, bringing in John Salmons.
Yeah.
Milwaukee on a roll. Scott Skiles doing a great job. But they have gotten a lot out of Weems and Amir Johnson.
Leon Poe with the line. The NHL trading deadline is Wednesday, March 3rd, and the NHL on TSN is your home for the complete trade day coverage with the breaking news and insider analysis on all the big deals. Coverage begins at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern.
What would happen if there were, like, no trades? Like, what do you do all day?
Well, you speculate, conjecture.
That's what we do in this business. There's another word for it, but it's a family show. I can't use it.
Dion Phaneuf came over in a blockbuster deal between Calgary and Toronto. I don't know if you're going to see a deal like that on a Wednesday, but it's always fun to tune in and hear about what potentially could happen. You know, the NBA is starting to do that a little bit as well, with NBA Raptors TV having early coverage of the trade deadline. What may possibly going on, and you look at Antoine Jameson, Ron Butler, two destinations for them. Cavaliers by 1, James now on the floor, backing down, isolation game, hook doesn't go, tapped out of bounds, Cavaliers ball.
Jameson, he's so long, and he's got that really effective jump hook in the lane. And they will go inside with him, as well as he'll get those opportunities from LeBron's passing.
Verajao misses. Jose quickly ahead. Calderon sends it. Bargnani puts it on the deck. Great decision. Pulls up. Finger roll. Good. Bargnani with a dozen.
Jameson was waiting to take the charge. Good body control to finish at the rim.
West. Up top. Jamison with a mismatch. Now the double comes. Turkoglu right there. Deflected. Picked off. Great defense by Turkoglu. 7th turnover. Turkoglu. Good. Raptors their largest advantage.
And here's the story of why the Raptors have a 3-point lead. They haven't turned the ball over in about 8 minutes, Matt. And on the other hand, their defense is playing with great energy. They're getting runouts. And that's the story here. They're playing a lot harder defensively, and their offense has become fundamentally sound.
3-0 in the turnover department. Here in this quarter, 3 for the Cavaliers, 0 for the Raptors as West makes that shot. Skip pass. Weems quickly from the wing. Turkoglu in and out. Amir Johnson held down by Varejao, and Jay Triano telling his team to get back defensively. James out on the elbow. Turkoglu guarding him. Jamison fouled by Johnson. That's going to be his 3rd.
I mentioned it before. Jamison will get a lot of opportunities if he just cuts. What a difference playing with LeBron James compared to Gilbert Arenas, who always bouncing it, an extra bounce or two, looking to get his. Well, LeBron, even though he's a superstar and gets close to 30 a night, you're open, he's getting it to you. He's impacting the game on a number of fronts.
Johnson with 3 is out. Evans is back in. And speaking to that point, since January 26th, LeBron James is 3rd in the NBA in assists, averaging 10.9. And his scoring average during that time is still his season average of just shy of 30.
That's a man who's 6'8", 250 pounds. We haven't seen a guy at that size do these things since Magic Johnson. I mean, Magic Johnson he just broke down so many barriers, being a lead guard at that size. And now we've seen a guy like LeBron who can play any position really, Matt, on the floor. Just a joy to watch.
Reggie Evans with the foul, and so Evans picks up his 1st. Cavaliers ball. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's LeBron James fouled. James with 5:55 to go, tied at 44. You mentioned it. Very much like a Magic Johnson. You could put him at all 5 positions and he'd get it done. Trey Bargnani getting it done. He's 5 of 8. Turkoglu. Rogers ultimate access from Brian Colangelo. Cleveland has been the best team in the Eastern Conference all year, and this trade can only reinforce that. Put Z back in the lineup, and they are destined to get to the finals. A lot of people concerned about possibly Zydrunas Ilgauskas coming back.
Well, if you don't want the Cavs to win, you're concerned. And I'm concerned from the standpoint of, I don't think it's good for the league. He shouldn't be able to return. Now, obviously, that has to get squared away with the new collective bargaining agreement. But I would imagine we've seen this with Rasheed Wallace and a few other players.
Antonio McDyess.
I think that's a loophole that has to get straightened out. And as you can see right now, the Raptors 4 games back of Atlanta for the 4th spot, and they're holding off Chicago right now, 2.5 up on Chicago. And Charlotte, Milwaukee, that's going to be a significant battle for the 8th spot.
James at the line. Raptors with a 31-25 mark and a game and a half in front of the Chicago Bulls. 46-44 with 5:50 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Turkoglu out on the wing. Sends it now, cross court. Jose, shot no, and a foul. Foul on the floor. Varejao furious. Foul on Anderson to Varejao. And Reggie Evans will head to the free throw line. Raptors shooting nearly 59%, but the Cavaliers at 65%. As Leon Poe heads in and Varejao out. Turkoglu will inbound the basketball. Varejao with his third. Johnson has 3 for the Raptors. Jose at the elbow. Turkoglu wide open. Jameson late closing. It's a 3. Great pass.
You're right. Great look. Calderon going against the grain on that right side. Hard dribble and then going back the other way. Turkoglu had all the time in the world to trigger that baby.
Some conversation that Ilgauskas may get offers. He could sign immediately with other teams and a foul there. Possibly Orlando,
Denver.
Atlanta, Denver, Dallas is talking. And I would imagine if you're Orlando, you don't necessarily need him, but you want to keep him away from the Cavaliers. Orlando 39-19 right now.
He'd be a good fit for Atlanta. But obviously his family is in Cleveland right now, enjoying the beautiful snowstorm that they're having over there. So I guess he would like to return.
5:15 to go. Snickers free throw story. And the Toronto Raptors 7 of 9 and the Cleveland Cavaliers 9 of 11. Snickers get some nuts.
So we have a combined 42 points, Matt, tonight in the paint. So both of these teams are doing a good job putting it on the floor, going to the rim, and sending cutters through the lane. So you're going to get a lot of free throw opportunities. And our good friends at Snickers will be very happy about that.
Absolutely. Jose Calderon pick up the foul, his first. Cutting, Reggie Evans underneath. Air ball. Jameson gives it to LeBron. LeBron 3 of 3 from the field, but 5 of 6 from the line. Now 4 of 4. Right to the bucket. .442 to go. Jose Calderon finds Reggie. Evans guarded by Poe. Shot clock at 10. West trying to double. Now Evans backing down. Pasca foul. Everybody stumbling as Evans gets up and ignites the crowd in his bench.
Stumbling, bumbling, finding a way. Reggie Evans. Going to work, the little spin move, going back the other way.
He can play with Dion Phaneuf on the blue line.
Oh my goodness, this guy brings, he's a trooper. I mean, this guy he gets after it. He's a super duper trooper. He's, Mark Ivoroni, assistant coach, he's fired up. His crowd's fired up. Great passion here tonight.
Knotted at 50. James with Weems right there on him. Sends it to the wing into Parker. Shot in and out, and Weems comes down with it. Jose has Turkoglu, Evans, and Weems to work with along with Bargnani. Reggie Evans, offensive force. Blocked. Turkoglu, time the shot clock. Here it is at 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkoglu directing traffic, gives it up, wants it back, turns, fades, Turk, no! Pass, and LeBron James knocked in the face, and Jose picks up the foul. That's his second.
15. Both teams are in a bonus here, so a little slower pace to the remainder of this quarter here with the bonus in effect. Jared Jack checking in for Jose Calderon. Calderon, 3 assists there with the second unit.
So Jose out with 2 personal fouls. Raptors action continues Monday night on TSN as CB4. We hope that he is back at the Raptors travel to Houston to take on Yao Ming and the Rockets. Live coverage begins on TSN at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific.
Now, this is a game that you can play both point guards together, Jared Jack, Jose Calderon, because the matchups with Williams and Parker are reasonable from a defensive perspective. So, see, keep an eye on that. Jose's back in.
Turkoglu finds Antoine Wright. Nice close by Parker. Wright has it taken away by Parker. James sprinting ahead. Jack cuts him off deep in the corner. The three. Good, Mo Williams.
Great play by LeBron James. He draws two white shirts to him. Mo Williams all the time in the world to take that shot.
Jack redirects on the drive. Antoine Wright. No, leaves it short. Evans gets it back. Puts it up. Too strong. Jamison comes down with it. And Evans sends him to the floor.
Antoine Wright with a missed shot there and a turnover prior to that. 0 for 3 tonight. No points for Antoine Wright.
Jamison, significant early. Now with the dozen points.
You know, Reggie Evans has already played 12 minutes tonight, Matt. And you know, with Amir Johnson with 3 fouls, that's the reason for the extended minutes and his mobility a little more effective in this game rather than Rasho Nesterovic and Shaquille O'Neal not playing. That would be a favorable matchup for Rasho from a matchup perspective in terms of the size.
Offensive rebound, Jamison doesn't fall. Wright sends it ahead to Jack. Jamison with just 2 points in the quarter. Turkoglu, no Bargnani. Oh, skying and then puts it back through.
Keep an eye though on Reggie Evans, the fatigue factor. This is a lot of minutes for him in a row.
The most that he has played, 14 minutes in 10 seconds, February 20th against Washington. Poe, no, tapped out. Last touch Cleveland. It'll be Toronto ball. Andrea Bargnani with 14 points, 6 of 9 shooting, getting to the offensive glass. Jack, so key.
Second effort makes a difference. 4-point game.
What is scheduled? Thunder, then Houston. The Red Party squeezed in between there on a Wednesday night.
That's right.
And then the New York Knicks before out west in the Lakers. Reggie Evans, lunch pail, and right now it's full. He's got a lot in there, 13 points.
He's got the heart at it too. He's played 13 minutes tonight and just fierce, determined. Just beat people to the punch inside. The spin move going back the other way. And this Raptor crowd has responded to Reggie Evans. And the bench scoring combined 20 points between these two players. And that's why Toronto, without Chris Bosh, is hanging around.
12 points combined for the bench of Cleveland, 20 as you mentioned for Toronto. Rotation even without Bosh a little bit tighter tonight than it was on a Wednesday night. Turkoglu with Parker there, makes a move. Jack up top, Mo Williams defending. Turkoglu, shot clock to 5, on the move. Great pass, Evans, no. Recycled shot clock gets fouled.
Beautiful pass in tight quarters by Hedo Turkoglu. Reggie Evans, you know, I made this point before, but it's a lot of minutes for him. A few games back from the injury. Didn't have the burst that time on the finishing play right there.
Chris Bosh engaged in this game. We've seen it throughout now, this being the 4th game. He is up. He is talking to players. He's coming out, giving them the fist bump, the high five, words of encouragement. And he's talking a lot over there, too, offensively and defensively.
He's a good teammate. You know, I think he cares about the success of others. It's not an I-me thing with this guy. He's totally bought into the team concept from minute 1 he's been here.
And Wright commits a foul. LeBron James still down. He went down earlier when he knocked knees with DeMar DeRozan.
And he did not feel pretty comfortable when he went down there.
And Antoine Wright saying that he didn't commit a foul, that he just had his foot right there, and it was LeBron that tripped over it. Yeah. Knocking knees once again, it appears. Yeah.
But what hurts as well is you land on the ball. That's no fun either.
And James goes to the line. James, 7 of 8 there. That's where 7 of his 16, now 8 of his 17 points have come from. James has attempted coming in 602 free throws, 77%.
You know, you drive around the city of Toronto, all the skyscrapers being built. LeBron could have a little bit of real estate right here at the free throw line. He's living there right now.
He is living there. 10 attempts. The team has 18. Jack the 3, good! Jared Jack on fire with a dozen. 3 Raptors in double figures, led by Bargnani. Then Evans and Jack. LeBron James. Leon Poe commits a foul.
Who else drawing it? Reggie Evans.
And Evans hustling back. 14 minutes. I talked to him after the first game he played against Philadelphia prior to All-Star break. And he said, I was gassed. He said, I had to go back in that locker room. I didn't want anybody around me. I needed oxygen. Parker digging in. Turkoglu gets it back. Shot clock down to 7. Great teammate is Reggie Evans. Jack now with 4, driving. Great shield by Reggie Evans, and then Jack finishes off the window.
I don't know how he finished that angle. Difficult shot. And you're right, Reggie Evans clearing some space for Jack to get that shot off.
Reggie Evans, great hustle. He throws it off of Antoine Jameson, and the crowd erupts. And a chance. (58-57) Cavaliers. Bargnani. Soft touch, but it doesn't fall as James comes down with it and cruises easily into the front court. Not a crossover. Cut off by Wright. Wright guarding him, has just 1 foul. Bargnani steps over, but James finishes, and he already has 20 points. 10 here in the quarter. 3-point game. Stick around for halftime. Sometimes you may want to leave, but not tonight. Special edition of
the Jackies.
Shot clock down to 3. Antoine Wright, get up, Bird! Ties it at 60. Great defense, Wright, and then Bargnani with a block. Antoine Wright playing great defense and then delivers at the other end with the 3 to tie it at 60. James has 20 of his team's 60. And Reggie Evans working hard, 13 points in 15 minutes of action, the most that he has played, and he's standing by with our Jack Armstrong.
Reggie, great effort by you and your team in the first half. What do you have to do here in the second half to sustain?
Can't look back. We just got to keep on doing what we're doing, grinding it out. It's a tough game. They got to keep on banging it out. Can't be pretty. They got to grind it out, get a win at the end. Can't look back, got straight look forward. Because they did a good job of taking Boston out of their game in the second half yesterday. So we got to stay poised and stay focused.
Last 3 games, your team had 47 turnovers. Early in the game, turnovers were a problem. You've cleaned it up of late. What's been the difference?
Just really just staying focused, you know, and watching a lot of tape, you know, and we can't keep on making the Cavaliers mistake over and over and over and over. You know, we grown men, we're in the NBA. We got to make it up, you know. If we want to get better, we're going to continue to get better by practicing.
Thanks, Reggie.
All right, thanks for having me.
Matt?
I appreciate it, Jack, and Reggie Evans. Get him an oxygen tank, get him all set for the second half. He's been a major factor in this contest. Antoine Wright with the 3 from the quarter. When we return, halftime. Jackie's coming up very soon. getting set for the start of the third quarter here. And the Toronto Raptors taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers in this, the third of 4 meetings between these two teams. The Toronto Raptors led offensively by Andrea Bargnani as well as Jared Jack, each with 14 points off of the bench. Reggie Evans, we're joined by assistant coach Alex English. High-scoring affair here. I mean, this shades of the Denver Nuggets back when you played, 60-60. So from a defensive standpoint, Alex, what do you guys need to do in the second half?
Well, we got to do a better job of keeping them out of the paint. You know, we sent LeBron James to the foul line too many times. But we got to do a better job keeping them from the weak side slash ins and just play good defense.
Coach, offensively, you did a much better job later in the half of taking care of the ball. What's going to be crucial overall for your team in the second half offensively?
Well, we've got to move the ball. We've got to go inside to Andreas. We've got to get some post up, something in the post, and you know we're going to be looking to do that, and just moving the ball and moving ourselves.
Thank you very much. All the best in the second half as the Toronto Raptors try to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers for the third time. And here are the IBM winning strategies.
Well, I thought the Raptors, it's a big key why they're able to hang around with Cleveland without Bosh. They did a great job after some early turnovers, taking care of the rock. That's why they're right there with the best team in the Eastern Conference. Secondly, LeBron James, he's been sensational. Got to do a better job. Easy for me to say that sitting here. Very hard to do, but find a way somehow just to make him earn it a little bit more. And top-notch team defense, 60 points, 60% field goal percentage over another 24 minutes. If you continue to allow that without Bosh in your lineup, it makes it very difficult to win because your margin of error is a lot slimmer without CB4.
Later delivery of the game. Check.
Look at this right here. Bosh and Esterovich throwing a beautiful pass right down the gut of the defense. And Andrea Bargnani showing those soft hands, the ability to catch it and finish quickly inside. And the Raps ball to start the third quarter here, Matt.
Jack with Bargnani. DeRozan played 11 minutes in the first half, 0-2. Nesterovich played 10 minutes, didn't score, rebound and 2 assists. Along with Turkoglu, DeRozan is imprint early here in the third.
Cleveland, even though the Raptors scored, they were extended defensively that time. Remember last night against Boston, they turned the game around in the third quarter with their defensive intensity. So the Raps got to be real strong with the execution.
Held Boston to 32 points in the second half, scored 60 themselves. Put up 108, as I mentioned, against a top defensive team in the NBA. Jack saving it right to you. What a catch.
All right.
Jackie. You all right?
I had to save you there.
I was right there. I was fading in the corner, and you stood up. I thought everything all right. Your back's okay?
I'm okay. I'm
good.
You
sure?
I'm good.
All right. I mean, you
sure
got
you're okay.
No, I'm all
Okay.
right. Good. High five. Here we go.
We got to show the skills. Here we
go. There you are.
How about that?
That's all set. You're all right. Thank you. Very good. Here it is. Very fast. This is the fast angle right there. Oh, pause.
I talk about hands. You can't teach hands.
Those hands, I'm shocked. I'm shocked after that. You're going for the ball, and I was going for you. I was all set. I'm like, here he comes. Very good on your feet, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got game.
And you didn't spill your water.
No, absolutely not.
Bergeau. Here's Williams. Jump shot good.
I'll tell you a story, though. I was at a Yankee game one time. I caught a foul ball. There's a guy with his 2 kids behind me. I turn around and hand the guy the ball. Because you know what? The guy goes up, he ends up buying me beers. I'm saying, hey, would I rather have the beer or the ball? I gave the guy the ball. I got the free beer. Not bad.
Turkoglu.
What are you
foul
buying?
there.
What are you buying me?
63-62. Mo Williams, and it's now a 3-point game. Whatever you would like.
Well, we're going to Oklahoma City tomorrow night.
That's right. You know where we're going.
We're going to Mickey Mantle's Steakhouse. You, Leo Routens, and I.
We will be there tomorrow if you're looking. DeRozan up top. Bargnani, and a foul. 65-62 with 10:06 to go in the third. Bargnani's going to head to the line, and the foul was on James. That is his second.
Speaking of Leo Rautins, a big game tomorrow night, Villanova and Syracuse. His son Andy having a great year. And Leo Rautins, assistant coach for Team Canada, Mike Malone, there he is right there. Very highly regarded young assistant coach here in the NBA. Obviously his father, Brendan, was the first coach of the Toronto Raptors. Great basketball family, and you watch, someday, mark my words, he'll be a head coach in this league.
And both Mike Malone as well as Leo Rautins are going to keep an eye on a couple of Canadians that were named McDonald's All-Americans recently, Tristan Thompson and Corey Joseph, making McDonald's All-Americans. And you know what? A lot of guys right here out on this floor, including DeMar DeRozan, a McDonald All-American. So congrats to Tristan Thompson and Corey Joseph for doing that.
There's a great player hit tonight as well. Julian Clark from Toronto, Division I prospect, and he's at the game tonight.
Turkoglu. Great cut underneath the Starovich. Can't finish, gets it back, throws it up and in. Padding the stats.
That was a Moses Malone play right there. You gotta inflate the rebound numbers a little bit. Hurts your shooting percentage.
13th lead change, Jack. Mo Williams on a crossover. And a foul's going to be charged. Antoine Jameson, his second.
Rasho making life interesting. This is why coaches get agita. Jay Triano going, will you put the ball in the basket already? We get you a line up and shot. Make the shot. Rasho getting it done.
Jack Bargnani, Turkoglu, picked up by Parker. Skip pass, deep in the corner. DeRozan's going to fire it. Catch and shoot, no. And Varejao looks to clear it.
They've used that skip pass a lot. Cleveland really gangs up on the strong side, so change ends quickly.
Nice back cut for two guys that are just learning how to play with one another in their fifth game, James and Jameson.
How about the speed of that pass? That was a fastball. Tight.
Jared Jack driving. Plus the foul! Determination by Jack.
That was nasty. You talk about breaking the defense down. Crossover killer in the lane. And fighting contact. Taking on all comers. Killer crossover. Challenge the defense. And finish at the rim. Major league move by Jared Jack.
Jared Jack was talking to him recently about coming up through the ranks in the Washington, D.C. area. He said, you know, we don't get enough credit for the players that we produce. Everybody talks about New York, Chicago, Seattle now on the scene. Jameson with a move there, but he said, hey, D.C., we can hold our own.
You're right, and you expand that a little bit. Baltimore.
Yeah. Turkoglu. In and out. Jameson sends it to James. 37 points between James and Jameson. No Shaquille O'Neal, no Bosh. Williams in the lane, left hand, no. Nesterovic tying up. Varejao counted. That stings. It's 71-69.
We mentioned this earlier, man. This is a guy that you got to account to on the glass. With a basket, and Rasho Nesterovic, what he does is he comes over to provide a little shot blocking, but the rotation off of his help was late. He's stuck behind them, and now you give up that offensive rebound.
Third quarter brought to you by HP.
And if you're going to be good on the offensive board, defensive boards, your perimeter defense has to be there for you.
Deflected out of bounds.
And the perimeter defense, because if you're getting beat off the bounce, your big's got to come over and help. And now you're caught in rotations, and now the big fellas for Cleveland are able to get inside position, contain people, and now your bigs are able to stay home and win the rebound battles.
7:39 remaining in the third. Jack up top, Nesterovic. Jack sends it in the corner. DeRozan has to fly up and grab it. Down to 3, Nesterovic, tough shot, count it. Shot clock down, Rasha with 4.
Now, DeMar DeRozan gave that pass up. But to him to make the next level as a player at the end of the clock, as a wing player in this league, he's got to be able to create his own shot there and make a play.
72-71, Cleveland. Deep in the corner, contested shot. Long rebound, here's DeRozan, James back. DeMar driving right around James, no. Altered the shot. Up top, Bargnani steps into it, good. Raptors by 1.
Raptors went zone that last possession. Let's see if they go back to it again. Yep, they're in the 2-3 zone now, Matt.
James with the ball up high. Williams in the middle of the zone. Hickson no, with Bargnani with a rebound.
I don't think the last 2 possessions, Cleveland's really locked into what the Raptors are playing.
Turkoglu, tough angle. Looking for a call. James looking over his shoulder, exploding to the hole. A hesitation move. Crossover, Jack. +1.
He is just carving up the Cavs at the point of attack. Jared Jack. Mo Williams looks off the high screen, and it, again, just brings it right inside the body of Mo Williams and gets the continuation. And now, Mike Brown's going to make a change here. Mo Williams, only 1 foul, but he's seen enough of his defense. He's going with Delonte West. Delonte West has good lateral quicks, big guard, 6'3", and will provide them solid effort defensively. Raptors stay zone here, 2-3 zone.
Shot clock down to 5. James, deep 3, no. West sneaks in and grabs a rebound.
Here's the problem. When you play zone, you don't have set blockout responsibilities. So your level of communication's got to come up another notch because you got to find people and block people out off the glass.
Turkoglu, DeRozan runs into Nesterovic. Now over to Bargnani. Back to Turk with 5 the clock, down to 4 on the clock. Bargnani, stroke doesn't go, and West on the weak side, getting active on the glass. LeBron, touch pass underneath Hickson.
Here's my opinion. I think Jay Triano's going to have to make a decision soon on DeMar DeRozan because he's having one of those rookie nights. Can he play at a high level in a game against an elite team? He's done it before. He's got to show it right now.
Here's DeRozan, jumper. They're giving it to him. He's 1 of 6. West. James isolated with DeRozan. No help. James back up top. Parker, quick move. West gives it back to AP underneath. No, DeRozan flies in and handles the rebound. Jared Jack's been on a tear. 27 for his last 41 to Turkoglu. Turkoglu with 9, tied at 78.
Great job again, Jared Jack pitching it ahead. And the Raptors, no quit in this team tonight.
Jamison sets the screen, side pick and roll. West stumbling to Parker, rising up, drills it. Anthony Parker, 5 points.
He is fundamentally sound. Great distance shooter, can create his own shot, good mid-range game. And the Raptors, Jay Triano with a timeout here. He's got his starting 5 in, and they look like they're a little gassed. Again, without Bosch, limited margin of error. Got to keep people fresh. But Jared Jack, the story here.
2-point game. Catch the Raptors live as they make their push for the playoffs. Purchase your 2-game push for the playoffs pack for your chance to see the Raptors take on the Knicks March 5th and the Celtics on April 7th. Plus you'll receive a t-shirt, Packs start as low as $47 per game. That's going to be a big week. That Boston week. Raptors at Cleveland. Come home, Boston. Then at Atlanta. And then home Chicago. Burger King trivia, who was the first Cavalier to be named to the NBA's all-defensive first team. 3:55 to go here in this third quarter. DeRozan with Johnson, Bargnani, Jack, and Wright. Be interesting to see if Reggie Evans, with 15 minutes, if he'll see much time here in the second half. You alluded to the fact that he expended so much energy early on. Johnson limited because of 3 fouls. Here's Wright, shot no.
Antoine Wright, it's had a tough night tonight. 1 of 5 off the bench.
Hit that big 3 to tie it at the end of the second. West in the lane, step back move over Jack. Too strong, tapped out. Jared Jack's going to track it down. Jack on the run. Jack cut off from the lane, finds DeRozan in the mid-range, and a turnover. Too many steps.
Jay Triano without Chris Bosh. Now you're playing the rookie. And, you know, again, your margin of error is a little slimmer. So how patient are you as a head coach when you're trying to hang around and your rookie's showing some growing pains tonight?
Jamison makes a strong move. Bargnani cuts him off. James up high. LeBron dumps it back. Jamison. West around the perimeter. Stumbling into the lane. Driving off balance. No. Hickson. And a whistle. And a foul's going to be charged to Amir, and that's going to be his 4th. With 2:50 to go. Timeout on the floor in a 2-point game. All the way from Saskatchewan with some Raptor pride.
Look at that helmet he's wearing.
Oh, that's great. You kidding me? Oh, Rough Rider action he brought here.
It's actually balmy here in Toronto compared to Saskatchewan right now.
Subway wrap-up, Subway eat fresh.
LeBron, he's fresh. He's got game. Jared Jack has been awesome for the Raptors tonight. Andrea Bargnani averaging close to 24 points a game against Cleveland the first 2 outings. Picking up right where he left off. Another good performance for Andrea. Again, he's a guy that can hurt you from deep. Shoots it well. He's been active tonight. Getting on the glass. Overall, steady performance. Shooting a high percentage. Andrea Bargnani. And they're going to need him to come up big here late. Antoine Wright now, Sonny Weems, Jose Calderon, Andrea Bargnani, and Amir Johnson. Reggie Evans now in the game, Matt, for Amir Johnson. And Amir Johnson picking up his 4th foul, and the Raptor coaches not happy with that call at all. And they said it was in the act, so he gets 2 free throws.
Hickson at the line. 17 of 20. Raptors 12 of 16 as Leon Poe checks in for Antoine Jamison.
Jamison, a good effort tonight for Mike Brown, 17 points, 6 boards. You mentioned the relationship between Hickson and LeBron James. You know, what a great growing situation for Hickson right now to play with a Hall of Famer like Shaq. A Hall of Famer like LeBron, who's going to get you the ball and challenge you. And they've gotten some great minutes this year out of Hickson.
Reggie Evans hustling. Mario Moon on the first-time former Raptor. Reggie with Jose, Bargnani, Weems, and Wright. Raptor ball.
Jose hasn't made a shot tonight. How many times you see him miss a wide open look like that? Again, you don't have Bosh to win this game. A guy like Jose's got to have a big finish to this game.
Reggie Evans sends it to Weems. Jumper in and out. Boone flies in and handles the rebound.
Raptors in a little drought here right now, Matt. And Cleveland, they've been known to capitalize.
35% of the quarter for Toronto. The three, West, no. Battling underneath, and Leon Poe. A foul, going to be charged. They're going to call a double foul. And look at Jay Triano. He's got the basketball. Now he throws it back. A double foul. Bill Spooner. Eric Lewis had it the other way. It's going to be a jump ball. And let's take a look back.
They get tangled up. Oh, come on.
And Bill Spooner saying that Reggie Evans was holding him.
He got in on the play late there. Joe Triano has a right to be upset there.
Raptors gain control. Down by 4. Jose with a right. Here's Weems. Moon on him. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Weems puts it on the deck. Step back. Jay strokes it.
Sonny Weems has a lot of self-confidence. He's out there. He's creating for himself at the end of the clock. He plays like he belongs.
Weems 9 points tonight on 4 or 5 shooting. Under 1:30 left. Offensive foul. Guess who takes it?
This is why Brian Colangelo traded Jason Capono to get this guy. This is the element Raptor fans have been waiting for. That rugged compliment to this team. Amir Johnson's giving it, and down the stretch they got another guy to bring more of it.
17 minutes of action. Reggie's going to sleep well tonight. Sonny Weems with the flush. Weems flying through the air to tie it at 82.
And he took it right at LeBron James that time. Again, I belong. I'm playing with confidence. Give me the rock. Clear it out.
11 points now for Sonny. West guarded by Jose. West on the move. Step back. Good. He's been a factor, 10 points off of the bench.
Mike Brown takes out Mo Williams. Good call. Delonte West has stabilized things a little bit in their backcourt for them.
Jose. Here's Weems once again. Evans shielding. Weems, no. Moon clears it. Weems now picks up West. In transition, West slowed down. Driving, denied, foul.
Jay Triano getting very animated on the sidelines here. Sonny Weems. LeBron, now you see me, now you don't. That is a terrific move that time, and LeBron, quite frankly, wasn't in his stance. Didn't play that hard on that possession. But I'll forgive him. I'm a Cav fan, I kind of forgive him. Because he gives you so many other things. He's sitting down right now.
Jawad Williams in, Hickson James out, Jamison in. Moving slowly is LeBron. Sonny Weems out. Jose, Jack, Antoine, Turk, and Bargnani on the floor.
Interesting. Sonny Weems has played exceptionally well. Comes out. Now they go for 2 point guards here. So we'll see if this lineup adjustment carries over to the fourth quarter, or if it's just a one possession adjustment by Jay Triano and his staff.
Cavs with a foul to give. Jack to 3, no. West launches, too strong. To the fourth we go. Cavaliers by 4, 86-82. Sonny Weems with 11 points. Jared Jack with 20. The Toronto Raptors taking on the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers won last night in Boston, 108-88. No Bosh, no Shaq. James has 22 points. Raptors with 12 minutes to go to get a W. Through 3 quarters of action, it's a 4-point game, Jack.
Well, and the difference in this game has been the ability for Cleveland to get some second shot opportunities. LeBron James getting to the free throw line. They've done a better job of guarding with Delonte West. Yet the Raptors, without Chris Bosh, stuck 4 right there. Need a big effort, though, in my opinion. LeBron James has been banged up here tonight. He's had a nice game, 22 points, 6 assists. But there's been a physical toll with Mr. James. There's another one right there. And LeBron, another one, landing on the ball, the trip. 4th quarter here. Jose Calderon hasn't scored. They need a significant 4th quarter here from Calderon.
Defensive 3-second violation on Rasha Nesterovic to start things off.
You know, Sonny Weems had played so well for the Raptors, and now is out of the game. So, Jay Triano, again, just different lineups, trying to keep people fresh.
Jamison misfires. Last night in the 4th quarter, Cleveland, 35 points. Boston held to just 14. Last time these two teams played in Cleveland, the Raptors had a chance down the stretch. James was 1 of 6 in the 4th quarter. But the Raptors ended up not scoring the last 2:44 of that contest. West, no. And it was a tight one right around a 4-point game before losing 108-100. Nesterovic gives it to Turkoglu. Turkoglu now in the paint, deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Toronto ball with 11 remaining on the shot clock.
This is, at the end of the clock, this is where Turkoglu and Calderon got to make plays for you as playmakers.
Turkoglu with 5 at 4. High off the window, no. Tapped away, Moon comes out of it. West. Minute into the 4th quarter, West turns the corner. Deep in the corner is Jamison, air ball. Turkoglu tries to save it, can't. This quarter brought to you by
MGD Miller Genuine Draft here on a Friday night at the ACC. Jay Triano's squad stuck 4, hanging around without CB4.
Fourth consecutive game without Bosh. Jamison finds West, quick trigger, good. He's been a factor. You addressed this earlier. Coming in, he's got 15 now.
I like his game. I mean, he's gotten his off-the-court issues straightened out, and he's just a good complementary piece that does what it takes for his coaching staff.
Jose, the 3, no. West once again. Last night he had 8 rebounds. West with 4 tonight.
Jose hasn't looked himself the last few games, Matt.
Calderon, 5 points on a Wednesday on 2 of 8 shooting. 24 minutes of action. Jamison kind of leaning into that one. Evans clears it to Jose.
Jose had 3 turnovers in that game as well, and he's 0 for 4 tonight.
Evans lets Jose clear through, up and under move, and he travels in a turnover.
Raptors have only turned it over 8 times, but Cleveland's gotten 18 points off of the turnovers. Raptors have only gotten 17 points, and Cleveland's committed 5 more turnovers. So the ability to cash in on miscues, a huge component.
West the 3, no. Offensive rebound, Leon Poe, and a foul. And a foul is going to be charged to Turkoglu, and Leon Richardson's getting an earful from Turkoglu and Triano.
Raptors have hit a wall right now. In a drought, laboring with their execution. Cleveland's grinding them a little bit more. Later in the shot clock possessions, that's a sign of a team that's making the effort defensively. Raptors aren't getting any run-out opportunities right now. Half-court game. Raps go back zone.
James resting. Shot clock at 5. In the middle of the zone, Williams no. That's where you always want to get, right?
That's right. Toronto hanging around here, but got to start executing.
Here's Turkoglu right to the hole. He's not messing around.
See if the Raptors go back with the zone. And here we go again, 2-3 zone. Raptors have been spotting this look tonight. Just trying to keep Cleveland off balance a little.
Jamison. Parker. Fumbling. Turnover. Turkoglu with the ball. Turkoglu. Kick out. Jose. Driving. Nesterovic. Jay. Good. Raptors have responded. Timeout Mike Brown in Cleveland.
Boy, oh boy, did they need that. Nice job that time by Calderon. A little drawing kick. Nesterovic ready. And here's Hedo Turkoglu doing the work. And the Raptors battling back.
The Raptors have won 6 consecutive home games against Eastern Conference competition. Can they do it again tonight? Time now for the Nothing to Hide a moment, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft.
This team played last night, not us. We're running back. They've had an odd man advantage every single play. We got to get back, right? I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't want you to pick up fouls like that. Great job. But we got to get back so that they don't even think about trying to push it down and throw. We have to get back. Not running beside guys.
Making the point. That was the Raptors Nothing to Hide moment, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft.
Transition defense, build your house, make them run their stuff 5-on-5 against your half-court defense.
Reggie Evans gets a piece of it. Mo Williams now in the corner, good.
Well, he got pulled for his defense because Jared Jack was schooling him. He comes back in and makes amends. Now Cleveland is extending their defense now above the three-point line.
Jose, Raptors need it. His first field goal of the game. 4-point game, 92-88.
Raptors stay zone here.
Parker gives it up. Varejao dumps it on the inside and a foul.
And what the Cleveland Cavs did there, they did a nice job. They overloaded that left side. And Turkoglu was a little late coming over on the back end of the zone. So Cleveland's starting to get into a rhythm now with their zone attack.
Turkoglu just picked up his third. Burger King trivia. He was the first Cavalier to be named to the NBA's All-Defensive First Team. First one good for Jamison.
Wow.
Larry Nance.
That is a blast from the past.
LeBron last year, 1988-89, number 22 for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he also participated in a dunk contest.
Raptors senior advisor Wayne Embry was the general manager.
Mark Price, Larry Nance, Brad Doherty.
Greg Elo.
Greg Elo.
He had a big shot made against him. Lenny Wilkins, former Raptor coach, was the coach of that team with the Cavs.
Number 3.
They were a terrific club.
They were.
You know, it was one of those.
They just
at the
timing.
wrong time,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, Detroit, you had then Chicago. 94-88. Wright, Bargnani, Turkoglu, Jose, that one knocked out of bounds. And Reggie Evans getting some serious play tonight. 22 minutes of action. James Jamison, Varejao, Mo Williams and Parker on the floor.
LeBron back in now. Curious when Jay Triano goes back with Jared Jack. Sonny Weems gave him good minutes as well.
7:45 to go in the fourth. Two-possession game. Jose triggers it good. He's made back-to-back buckets.
Mentioned it before, they need him. Everyone's got to pick their game up a notch. Your MVP's not playing. You can't have an off night and expect to win.
Raptors 21-8 here at home. 6 in a row against the East, they've won. Last touch by Cleveland, a Raptor ball.
Reggie Evans has just been dynamite in terms of his hustle plays and his enthusiasm and energy in the zone on that left corner.
Turkoglu quickly to Jose. Jose, is he feeling it? Got it!
There you go. There you go. He's a hot hand. Play it. I wouldn't be surprised to see both point guards come in and play together here when Jack comes back in.
Jared Jack telling the crowd to continue the chant. Shot clock at 5 to 4. Off balance, tough shot. LeBron James, 24 points.
The great ones make shots like that.
Tough shot, good defense, fading away. Evans in the crowd, turned over. Williams ahead, and LeBron lays it up and through. 98.
Antoine Wright trying to make a play in traffic there. Again, you turn it over against this team. Only 9 turnovers, but Cleveland's gotten 20 points.
And a foul's going to be charged to Reggie Evans. So Evans picks it up. A 6-point game, 6:03 to go. Reggie Evans just picked up his 4th. Amir Johnson tonight with 4. He's been limited to just 5 minutes. Raptors have 3 team fouls. Jared Jack's going to get set to re-enter the action. Jamison, no, pops out. Berejau comes down with it.
That's Andrea Bargnani. He can't let him get to that spot.
James, no. Third opportunity. Hustle play, Berejau. Parker comes away with it. Williams a 3. Tapped out Turkoglu. Here's Jose. Calderon delivers to Wright. Wright, good! Wright from the hip.
Calderon cleared people out to get him that look. Again, Raptors stay in zone. They got a rebound out of the zone.
Jared Jack screaming out defensive orders right in front of us as Williams has 16 now. 6-point game once again, 5 minutes to go. Calderon, count the bucket. There was a whistle. Evans is on his back. And a foul on Mo Williams. Jose gets the bucket.
He's made 4 straight baskets, man. The Raptors sorely needed Calderon to step forward, and he has. Nailing it! And the Raptors hanging around.
Mo Williams picks up his 3rd, and the Raptors in a 4-point game.
Hello, and welcome back to the Air Canada Center. The Toronto Raptors scratching, clawing, fighting, hanging around without Chris Bosh. A Subway wrap-up. Subway, eat fresh, Matty D.
Jose, 8 points all here in the 4th quarter.
Jared Jack has had a sensational game tonight. Antoine Jamison starting to find the groove now with his new team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Capacity crowd here, over 20,000 at the Air Canada Center. And Jose Calderon, 4 straight field goals here in the 4th. He struggled the other night against Portland, struggled early here tonight. They needed him, and he has risen to the challenge.
Reggie Evans on that play right there will go to the free throw line. He will attempt a free throw. The bench wasn't there on a Wednesday night, and it is tonight.
37 points from the Raptor bench tonight. And Sonny Weems has played really well tonight. With Bosch out, a lot of guys have gotten a job done tonight for Jay Triano.
Reggie, and the free throw doesn't go. Evans 5 of 9 from the stripe. 4-point game. Williams with James, Jamison to Parker, Varejao. Slicing, James, and he is fouled. He's going to head to the free throw line. Here comes Jarrett Jack. Reggie Evans is out. They're going a little bit smaller here now as Evans is out. And Jack is on the floor. James heads to the free throw line. Tomorrow night, TSN 2 brings you continued NLL lacrosse action as the Orlando Titans roll into the ACC to take on the Toronto Rock. Live coverage begins at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific only on TSN 2. James, the first one. Counted James tonight, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 27 points.
Cleveland's made more free throws than the Raptors have taken. 23 of 27. Toronto's only been to the line 17 times. It's only made 12.
Chris Bosch, top free throw shooter for the Toronto Raptors. Averages right around 7.8 a game. Bargnani, not a handoff to Jose. Hard heads by Varejao. Bargnani gets it back. Oh, what a slam! A reverse slam by Ilmago. Foul.
More importantly, that's the 15th foul on Toronto. So free throws now for Cleveland the rest of the way. Andrea Bargnani just doing a sensational job on the baseline with a big-time dunk.
Bargnani. I mean, what a play. Andrea.
Oh, boy. Well, he has that explosive first step, Matt, and that is so important for a big man. Tough cover. One of the more mobile big people in the league.
So Jamison at the free throw line. The free throw, no good. 102-98, 4:02 to go. Jamison, second one counted. 4 minutes in a 5-point game. Andrea up fake, sends it, Jose, no. James climbs down with a rebound.
Cleveland's done a real good job here in the second half defending the three-point line. Raptors have not had a lot of good looks there.
And a whistle and a foul.
The Raptors are 0 for 5 from three-point range in the second half. And, you know, when you don't have Bosch, you got to win in other ways. And a lot of times that extra point, that home run ball, allows you to pull the upset. And Cleveland, to their credit, they have extended with their defense and taken that away. There's Mike Malone, fine assistant coach there for the head coach Mike Brown, and Hank Egan, Melvin Hunt, Chris Gent. Excellent coaching staff over there in Cleveland.
7-point game. Jack, James on him. Bargnani now posting up in a switch. LeBron on Andrea. Up fake, step back, got it! Wow! The skill set.
Andrea struggled the other night against Portland. He has shown up big time tonight.
22. Average 23 and a half in the first two meetings against Cleveland. Williams with Turkoglu on him. Shot clock down to 6. Parker in the corner. No, too strong. Andrea the rebound. Andrea, up fake. Jamison crowding him to the slicing Turkoglu. Good! 105-102. Mo Williams. No. Tapped up Varejao and a foul. Varejao, that's his 4th. Second team foul. How about this? Boom, what a pass. Turkoglu, he's got 13. They're erupting here. 4-key matchup 4, drive 1.
Well, I sure do, and you look at the key matchup, very even. I mean, both guys have done an excellent job for their respective clubs. Bargnani giving the Raptors 9 field goals. And this crowd is rocking tonight here at the ACC.
Andrea Bargnani, 9 of 14, 22. He's got 4 in the quarter, and boy, the 4, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Big time pull-up. And then the pass on the baseline as well to Hedo Turkoglu was huge. And the Raptors, it's a one-possession game here. Again, you don't have Bosh. Where's Bosh? There he is right there. Let's see if Hedo wants ball. And the Raptors are balling tonight.
Right on the inside, and he's fouled.
You know, I tell you what, Jay Triano does such an excellent job, him and his staff, out of timeout plays, how he choreographs that next offensive sequence.
Varejao.
Delay of game being called on Cleveland right now.
Varejao picks up his 6th. And you see James right now with Varejao to Mo Williams, and they're saying it wasn't on Anderson to Varejao. You see LeBron James still arguing the point. Varejao. According to the stat line, with 6. And still slow to leave the floor. Jared Jack encouraging the crowd to get it in, get up and get going.
And these fans not only want a Raptor win, they don't want this baby to drag on. This Team Canada plays Slovakia momentarily.
The puck drops in about 2 minutes, Jack. So Varejao finally out. West is in. Raptors have 5 team fouls. Cavaliers with 3. Sonny Weems re-enters now.
This is an offense-defense substitution, Matt, now. You want a little more lateral quicks. Got to be able to cover on the perimeter against this Cleveland team. And Cleveland going small, so you got to be as athletic as possible right now. With Jamison playing the 5 and LeBron at the 4. So you got to match them, and you got to guard.
Massive free throw differential. 32 attempts by Cleveland, 19 by the Raptors. Wright makes his 2 pay. Jamison looks around, James up top, Antoine on him. 1:54 to go. 1-point game. James, step back. It's a three. Short. Last touch by Jamison. Toronto ball.
Antoine Wright did a good job containing. And LeBron settled a little bit. And now we got the offensive-defensive substitution. Sonny Weems checking out. Jose Calderon back in the game. Going with the 2 point guards here.
1 point game. Jack. Crossover in the lane, driving, strip, wants a call. The other way, James muscles up, fouled, he'll go to the line. Foul on Turkoglu. That is his 5th. With 1:33 to go, James 11 of 12 from the line.
You got to get a shot. Because Cleveland's just running it down your throat if you make a mistake. The Raptors, compared to the last few games where they've turned it over almost 16 times a game, only 10 tonight, only 6 in the last close to 3 quarters. So they've been a lot better of late here. You're stuck with your points. You've got to get good shots and can't cough it up.
LeBron with 8 in the quarter, Jack.
1 possession game here. Clock management, shot selection, imperative.
He has scored 30 or more now in 8 of the last 10. Turkoglu sends it to Jose. Turkoglu, shot clock at 4. The three, good! Turk on time! Ties it. 107 to 107. James contested by Bargnani. Jared Jack sprinting ahead to the hole. No, Turkoglu! Hito Turkoglu! Offensive rebound and the flush. 18. Turkoglu and the Raptors by 2. 50 seconds left.
That was the first 3 that Toronto has made in the second half. And what a big one it was. Beat the clock. And then the penetration by Jack. Here he comes. And Turkoglu with the finish. Again, Jay Triano going with the smaller unit now. Both clubs going with their more mobile, effective players. Skill at a premium right now. And on the other hand, the ability to guard now in the half-court sequences, oh so important. And that guy number 23, he's going to have a lot to say here down the stretch. Antoine Wright has got that matchup. Bargnani with a sensational defensive play. Prior to that, changing LeBron's shot, Matt.
Hito Turkoglu in big games, sensing the moment and coming up with 5 straight for Toronto.
And here's the thing, too, that's important to think about. You're up 2, but whatever you do, no threes. Play it straight, get the feet above the line, guard the line, and be solid with your defensive approach. Have organized help. And make sure you are winning the loose ball battles on the glass.
109-107 Raptors. Raptors with a full and a 20 left. Cavaliers with 2:20. Cavaliers with a foul to give. West. James. As you would expect, up top on the drive, right to the bucket and ties it. James with 32. 10-second differential, game clock, shot clock. Jack guarded by Williams. Jack in the lane. And fouled. Fouled in the act. Jared Jack with 20 points. Hasn't scored in the fourth. He'll step to the line.
It is right here. Jared Jack fouls Mo Williams. And quite frankly, if I'm Mike Brown, I'm a little upset because Andre Bargnani clipped Mo Williams a little bit on that screen. The question was, are you moving or was he set?
LeBron James in a lengthy conversation that just ended with Bill Spooner.
Mike Brown planting the seed now with Bill Spooner.
17.6 seconds left.
And the ball is going to be in number 23's hands.
Raptors by 2. Jack with 22. Bargnani with 22. Turkoglu with 18. James with 32 tonight.
Okay. You know 23 is going to have the ball, and he's going to have it at the top. The question is, if you roll the dice and come over and overhelp, he's going to give it up for a game-winning 3. So you got to be solid in your defensive coverages here. Make him, and this is easier said than done, take a contested shot and try to cover on the glass. Even if he makes it, you got another chance. Be solid. Don't give up a home run ball here for a 3 right now. Keep him in front of you. And communication paramount here. If the screen scenarios, if you're going to switch them clean. If you're going to stay, get through them.
Cavaliers with the 20. Raptors still with a full and 2 20s. No fouls to give. To your point, over the last month, only Steve Nash and Darren Williams have averaged more assists than LeBron James. James on the drive for the tie. Good. Timeout taken by Jay Triano.
You know, see, it's frustrating you gave up a basket. But here's the thing. You didn't give up a home run ball, number 1. And number 2, you at home have the chance to take the final shot. Oh, give me a break. Go sit down. Stop whining. There's no way that's a foul. I know you're a great player, but earn it. Here it is right here. 2 points, play on. Excellent move here by LeBron James.
So 13 seconds remaining for Toronto.
Well, first of all, you want to make sure this is a team that's really going to push out on you in what you're trying to run here. I think the matchup I like is Jared Jack. If Mo Williams is checking him, I like him against Mo Williams because he's exploited him all night. Cleveland's going to overhelp here a little bit. So when you get the shot up, get to the offensive glass. A lot of times in these situations, you don't get the initial shot to go, you get the putback. Turkoglu is your other option. But right now, I like Jared Jack, if he gets a matchup with Mo Williams, putting it on the floor and going to the rim.
Here we go. Raptors haven't lost back-to-back games in over a month. Lost on Wednesday. On a Friday night, a chance here with 13 seconds left to win it. 111 of 111.
They moved Mo Williams out of the lineup. LeBron is checking Jared Jack. Good adjustment by Mike Brown.
Turkoglu up top with the ball. 10 seconds. 7 seconds now. Turkoglu to the near side. He's going to fire it. Shot, no. Point 8.
Give Mike Brown a lot of credit. He took Mo Williams out, who had been getting exploited by Jared Jack. They put LeBron on Jared Jack. So Jay Triano goes with the size differential of Turkoglu going up against Anthony Parker, who he can shoot right over the top of. And trust the fact that he's going to make it. Unfortunately, if you're a Raptor fan, it doesn't go. Here it is right here. He's got the size. Parker backs off. He gets a pretty good look. No go. Here it is right here.
They're going to add time. It's going to be 1 second now.
You got to switch all your screens right now. And whatever you do, number 23, you got to stand him up as he tries to go get it. Watch them throwing it to the rim here.
Williams to inbound it. Antoine Wright is on James. Parker, Turkoglu flies at him, shot no, overtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 4 quarters, it's 111-111.
Well, Slovakia, Canada, they don't have to wait a few more minutes. That's why they have sports highlight shows like TSN Sports Center.
What a game. We go to overtime. For the 3rd time this season, the Raptors go to OT. Upcoming schedule at Oklahoma City, in Houston, and then New York next Friday night. Raptors and Cleveland since December 18th. They own the 2 best winning percentages in the NBA. And this game tonight, boy, they are playing like it. And for the Raptors, they do not have their top scorer or top rebounder. And Chris Bosh gone for 4 straight games, and Shaquille O'Neal injured last night in Boston.
You're right. I mean, you got a Hall of Famer sitting out on one end, and a guy who's one of the best young players in the game today, Chris Bosh. The Raptors have played their hearts out tonight. Capacity crowd over 20,000, standing room only here tonight at the ACC, have been entertained beyond belief.
Raptors 1-1 in overtime. December 4th at Washington, won at 109-107 when Turkoglu made that short corner shot to win it. And then the first game out of the All-Star break, lost by 7 to Memphis in overtime. Rudy Gay posting up, you recall that as well. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are 1-2 in overtime. They lost at Memphis on December 8th. December 23rd, they won in Sacramento. And then their last overtime game against Denver, they lost by 2 at home, 118-116.
Both teams start overtime here, Matt, with their smaller units again. So who plays better perimeter defense here, and which smaller guys can come up with those loose balls on the glass?
Controlled by Cleveland. Remember, Anderson Varejao fouled out. Foul trouble, Hedo Turkoglu with 5. James, Parker, Williams to 3, good.
Triano comes out of the overtime break, and they go zone. And with this smaller team, they really do a nice job moving the ball. And the Raptors a step slow in their zone bumps, getting out to contest that.
Turkoglu sends it, Andrea, back to Turk. Gargnani with the screen, peels out. Turkoglu on the move, Jack, back to Hedo. Shot clock to 5, Turkoglu, cut off, shot clock down, Antoine Wright, no! James with a rebound. Mo Williams, overtime. Overtime, 6 points for Mo Williams, 0 for Toronto.
Cleveland's defense that last possession was excellent, and then the run out was even better. Playing at a high level now.
Jared Jack foul. With 3:52 remaining in OT. Raptors, last time they lost consecutive games, January 19th and 20th at Cleveland, at Milwaukee.
And again, this is against the zone defense. They make the extra pass. They got all skilled guys there, hard to cover. And then LeBron does a great job after the defensive stop of pushing it and pitching it. And that's what makes LeBron so special. And Mo Williams, who had a tough night early on with his defense covering Jared Jack, has responded here late. I think if I'm Toronto right now, I go back to man-to-man because this, and that's what they're doing, they have to, because this club's just too skilled to sit back and let them go draw and kick against you.
James, Mo Williams, no. West over the back. Four-point game. Jared Jack with 24 points. He's 6 of 6 from the stripe.
Cleveland has done an excellent job of extending their defense above the three-point line. Raptors have only made 1 3 here in the second half. It's been a big story.
Andrea up fake, back to Jose. Using the screen, now back. Bargnani, no. James, rebound.
Amazing how strong he is. He just won that physical battle with Turkoglu on a 50-50 ball.
Parker launches. Good. Timeout taken by Toronto. Raptors down by 7, 120-113 in overtime. With 3:06 to go. Plenty of time left. Can the Raptors turn this momentum around? Varejão's fouled out. There he is. Jamario Moon, Daniel Gibson. Turkoglu with 18. More after this. Cavaliers showing that here in overtime. Overall, they're 11 of 28 here in tonight's game.
And they are right on the money, shooting 39%, just as they have. And they have moved the ball beautifully here in overtime and been very effective at the point of attack.
Bargnani spills out, no second chance. 0-3 in overtime. 2:42 to go. Skip pass. Parker. 5 straight now for AP. He has 10 points. 122-113. 11-2 run here in overtime. Turkoglu. Andrea the 3. Too strong. Raptors 7-22 from deep. Mo Williams, and Turkoglu takes it down. Jared Jack, nice post up. Andrea can't finish, but he'll go to the line.
I am so impressed with the killer instinct of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have that next gear that they have, and they've shown it here in overtime. And on the other hand, if you're a Toronto fan, they're likely going to lose this game. They're going to go 2-2 without Chris Bosh, and Bosh day to day. Not sure whether he'll play Sunday, Monday in Oklahoma City, Houston. But I'll say this. This club has depth. This club has more than enough answers that when he comes back, that's what you have to look for. You got to look and say, you know what? They've only had, what is it, one night, Matt, where their entire roster's been together this year? Jay Triano's got some good pieces to work with that Brian Colangelo has provided them. And when this club's fully healthy, and if they can beat and get healthy down the stretch, they're going to have a lot of these games against higher level competition where they're going to be able to play with them.
James gets a foul, and Jay Triano just throws his arm in the air. Just believes.
The game plan was excellent. The club played their hearts out. But these guys in red are better.
Well, and people will say, well, no Shaquille O'Neal. Well, losing Chris Bosh in this game
is a greater impact.
Absolutely. Now,
and I'll tell you this, Shaquille O'Neal, and I mentioned this in the beginning of the game, struggles with his perimeter defense, in screen and roll stuff. And that's an area the Raptors could exploit, and he wasn't there tonight. Cleveland, a more mobile defensive unit tonight without Shaq, and they defended the three well. Shaq's a sensational player, a Hall of Famer, and impacts the game so many other ways. But I think Bosh would have a greater impact in this game than Shaquille, with all due respect to Shaq.
Hedo Turkoglu fouled out with 18 points, 8 of 16 shooting. And LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers on back-to-back nights, winning it at Boston and then traveling to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. A hard-fought game. James, tough shot, doesn't go. Jamison taps it in. Just too much firepower here in overtime. 126, 115. Jared Jack. Bargnani, here's Jose, and well off the mark. And it was grazed, and so it's Raptors ball. Last time the Raptors lost consecutive games at home was back in November 29th and 1st, December 1st. 29th they lost to Phoenix, and on December 1st they lost to Washington. And then there was that at Atlanta situation, and then after that the Raptors have turned it around, but back-to-back tough losses. Portland, and then this one tonight, but the Raptors came out battling throughout. Had their chances at the end of regulation. And here in overtime, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 126, 118, and that's going to do it. James with 36 points. The difference. Raptors fall now to 31 and 26 and 21 and 9 at home. 2-2 without CB4. And on Sunday, it'll be Oklahoma City. And on Monday, Houston. The road does not get easier for the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors now 1-2 this season against Cleveland. And they have played them tough. They won the first one, a chance to win that second one in Cleveland, but they fell. And then an opportunity tonight. But the Cavaliers come away victorious as the Raptors fall 126 to 118. Offensively, Bargnani with 24, Jared Jack with 24, and James with 36. And in overtime, Anthony Parker stepped in with 5. Finished with 10, and he's with Jack Armstrong.
AP, great road win for your club, particularly in overtime. Your ball movement, what was essential to your win down the stretch?
We got a guy named LeBron James, and he makes it a lot easier for everybody. And we played well, we fought hard. I thought the Raptors played well too, especially without Chris Bosh. They had a lot of people step up and give them big contributions. And it was a tough game for us, especially coming off a back-to-back against Boston last night.
Anthony, your club did a great job defending the three-point line against a team that, very capable of doing that, particularly without Bosh, needs to do it a little bit more. Was that a point of emphasis for your team tonight?
No question. I mean, the Raptors, we've always gotten a lot of threes up, and they shoot it at a high percentage. And, make it difficult. Coach Triano has a couple good plays, guys rolling down the middle, and Turkoglu, Jose, Jack make that pass to the corner, and it's tough on the rotation. So we tried to switch some things up, get more aggressive, and show them different looks. And ultimately, it just comes down to giving that effort.
Thanks, Anthony.
All right. Thanks a lot. God bless. Good seeing you.
Seeing you. Matt?
Anthony Parker, just a great man. 10 points, 6 assists in this big three. And the Raptors fall tonight. 126-118 in overtime.